You're watching News Channel.
And good morning. Thank you for joining us. On this Saturday, September 20th, I'm Callahan Marshall. Katrina is off today. Meteorologist James DeFazio joining us now with a beautiful forecast on tap. Lots of sun happening already.
Let's talk about what we've already moved on from, these horrifically cold temperatures. And we saw some of our coldest air yet this year. Some of us saw the growing season end overnight tonight. Old Forge, Glenfield, Piseco, and Woodgate all did go below freezing. So their growing season has come to an end. The rest of us hung on just barely above freezing. Griffith and Rome only got down to about 38. I believe Utica right around 39 to 40 degrees, depending on what side of the city you were on. Mostly sunny skies to partly sunny skies have developed across downtown Utica this morning, and we're going to see plenty of sunshine today and steadily rising temperatures. We're also tracking some areas of reduced visibility this morning. You might not be able to make it out, but that's Main Street in Cooperstown right now. It is quite foggy, very hard to see. Things are improving. We're slowly seeing, I've been seeing lots of gray spots of reduced visibility on our around the state map. Those have been steadily decreasing throughout the morning and will continue to over the next hour. 50 degrees with sunny skies up in Rome and calm winds. Highs today are going to be all the way up into the upper 60s, and again, plenty of sunshine. Coming up, we're going to break down when rainfall finally makes its return to our forecast.
And lots going on today to get out and enjoy that.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Saturday morning. Beautiful weather off the Cappy Tower Cam there. Beginning to see some colors show up across the Mohawk Valley, but plenty of sunshine. We have a beautiful weekend forecast ahead despite the very chilly start. The story of the weekend is really going to be chilly nights and warm days. We're going to warm up each day with sunshine. Today we're going to get all the way up into the upper 60s, rise steadily through the morning. Tomorrow all the way up into the low 70s with yet again widespread sunshine. Tonight though, yet again another very, very chilly night, but a beautiful weekend ahead. Downtown Utica, partly to mostly sunny skies with dry conditions, and we're steadily rising in temperature this morning. The other thing we want to make you aware of, there are still some isolated pockets of fog out there. Most of them were around earlier this morning, but there are still some isolated areas. They're less dense than they were. Take a look at Main Street in Cooperstown right now. Very, very foggy across Cooperstown. And again, this will improve by mid-morning. Once the sun begins to rise a little bit higher into the horizon, this will fully burn off. 50 degrees with sunny skies up in Rome and calm winds. We're not anticipating any overly breezy conditions today, and we're expecting refreshing levels of humidity. We continue to track stream flow levels and track this drought that continues to be ongoing. The Cast Bridge for West Canada Creek in Herkimer County continues to be at its lowest level ever recorded in its 103-year history, which is just simply stunning. We're tracking high pressure to drive beautiful weather through our weekend, but if you look to the west as we head towards Sunday afternoon, this area of low pressure is going to work eastward across central New York during the day on Monday, and we're going to actually see possibly some wet weather for the first time in quite some time. Taking a look at our frost risk for tonight, it's not showing. It looks like it froze on there for just a second. Let's see if it'll actually play. No, it looks like it doesn't want to show you, but we do have a very outside chance of a little bit of frost tonight. We're not going to see nearly as chilly of temperatures. We will see some scattered frost across the extreme northern elevations, but again, temperatures are going to be about 4 to 6 degrees warmer. We warm right up next week, right into the mid-70s. We're not saying goodbye to warm weather just yet. The long-range outlook continues to favor above-average temperatures for the last week of September and the first week of October. Your fall foliage report continues to show plenty of color across central New York. We're over to the midpoint already across the central Adirondacks. Plenty of color elsewhere. Dry weather continues through the weekend. The Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. We're tracking temperatures to steadily rise today. They'll get all the way up into the upper 60s this afternoon with plenty of widespread sunshine. A look at your 7-day forecast. We finally have some rainfall back in the forecast. It does come, unfortunately, to start our work week, but we are expecting showery weather on both Monday and Tuesday. Not looking overly rainy, but we are going to get some beneficial rain. And then we're also looking at shower chances to return next Friday. And then let's take a look at that trivia question. Anybody know the answers to this? I didn't even know this was a holiday. I found this out this week because we were discussing it. I just gave it away. So, because I know what you guys guessed during the break, you guys guessed to celebrate the democracy. I come to find out it's really cool that our government, on Constitution Day, everybody that completes legal immigration gets an hand-written document from the government, basically thanking them for what they've done, their process, welcoming them to the country, thanking them, and basically saying, you're an American, we're happy to have you.
Well deserved, because it does take a couple years to get that citizenship. My best friend just got it, so I know. She just got it, so it's hard work.
It's nice that they honor them.
Yes, all right, thanks, James. All right, coming up, another... Welcome back, and thank you for joining us for this half-hour of Weekend Today. We want to get you right over to the Weather Center with meteorologist James DeFazio has some good news for us.
Yes, we're tracking another beautiful weekend, and not only that, but we actually are seeing some rain chances for once in a while. I can actually say we have some chances for rainfall in the forecast, and we can also say that we've moved past these brutally cold temperatures. Take a look at these lows from last night, courtesy of the New York State Mesonet. 28 degrees in Old Forge, 30 for Glenfield, 30 Piseco, Woodgate 31, Griffith's a little bit warmer at 38, Utica as well was in the upper 30s. We did see some areas as well. I've gotten some reports from people in outlying areas of Herkimer County, northern Herkimer County, of 26 degrees, 25 degrees. It got very chilly last night, but we were rebounding nicely, mostly to sunny skies. We did see some widespread fog this morning, some dense fog even at times. That has since lifted. The visibility tracker now showing no issues. I'm not seeing any issues on any of our local webcams right now either. 50 degrees with sunny skies up in Rome and calm winds. Comfortable conditions will continue today. It's going to end up being a rather warm afternoon. We steadily rise into the upper 60s today. Highs are going to be right around 69 degrees with mostly to partly sunny skies. Coming up, we'll break down what rainfall chances we do have upcoming. Callahan?
An Illinois man has admitted he...
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Saturday morning. As you can see off our Cavity Tower Cam there, we're off to a beautiful start to the weekend, and that's going to continue. The story of the weekend is going to be chilly nights, but warm, pleasant days. We've already warmed up from the 30s. Some of us were in the 20s, all the way into the 50s. Take a look at the weekend forecast in detail. We're going to have mostly sunny skies both days. It's going to be slightly warmer Sunday than Saturday. Highs today, upper 60s. Highs tomorrow, low to mid 70s. But both afternoons, warm, pleasant, and dry. And even though we need rainfall, and we know that we've had plenty of warm, pleasant, dry weather, I can finally say we are tracking a couple chances for rainfall. Taking a look at downtown Utica, sunny skies, dry conditions, and steadily warming up. Utica avoided a frost last night. Fog has since lifted across central New York. Many of us saw plenty of dense fog this morning. Oneonta, Cooperstown, even up here traveling from Utica up to Smith Hill, I drove through quite a bit of fog. It's 50 degrees with sunny skies up in Rome. We've gone all the way from 38 up to 50. Calm winds. Going to continue to see refreshing levels of humidity and comfortable levels of air quality today. In the wake of this cold front, this cooler air worked in overnight and high pressure has settled in. What we're tracking now, the high pressure controls the weather for the weekend. We have a weak area of low pressure that's going to approach during the day on Monday. That is a good thing because we are going to be getting a few very light beneficial rain showers as a result of that. It's going to be another cold night tonight, not as cold as last night, but we still do think there will be a few frost chances, primarily for the most the most outlying and extreme rural elevations, primarily across Hamilton County, southern Montgomery County, as well as extreme eastern Herkimer County, also showing a little bit of a frost risk. Temperatures warm up steadily after this weekend. We end up starting fall with summer-like temperatures. Temperatures this week settle into the mid-70s for several consecutive days, and we continue to see warm weather all the way into the first week of October. The Climate Prediction Center continues to favor above average temperatures. Your fall foliage report, plenty of colors all across central New York. Even in the green here, there are still some intermittent colors showing up. Dry weather continues on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar through the weekend, but that will begin to change on Monday. Today, widespread sunshine, temperatures rise right up into the upper 60s. We're right around at 68 for highs. Again, cool tonight, but not as cool. We're not going to see those widespread frost chances that we saw last night. A look at your 7-day forecast. Those rainfall chances, which are showery, we're not seeing a widespread, a very widespread, significant rainfall, but yet we're going to take everything we can get. Showery weather, intermittent showers both on Monday and on Tuesday before drier weather settles in for the middle of the week. And I found this really, really interesting. Callahan, did you have any guesses?
Very funny. I was going to go with B.
So that's what it is now, right?
Oh my gosh.
So this is crazy to me, but it originated as a Roman courtship and divination ritual. The game evolved from a serious method of predicting love, where the number of attempts it took you to bite the apple determined the success of your relationship's future.
Wow.
Yes.
History is amazing. I would have never guessed that one.
Me either.
This is so awesome. All right. Thanks, James.
Of course.
NBC's fall TV season begins.
Kenny.
Good evening. After 2 days, residents in Oriskany no longer have to boil their water. It's your Topscast tonight. Meteorologist James DeFazio. My goodness, it's a chilly one out there. Look at Saranac Lake.
It's not taking any time to cool off.
No, it's not.
Saranac Lake already flirting with the freezing mark there.
Goodness.
33 degrees. Very impressive. Old Forge, I believe, I'm going to double check, back down to 35 degrees. They hit 28 last night. I don't think they're going to get to 28, but they will get below freezing yet again. We are going to see chilly temperatures well into the overnight, well into tomorrow morning, but it's not going to be as frosty as it was the night prior. We'll break down exactly how cold we expect it to get coming up. Currently, though, we are in the upper 30s in the extreme north country, the low 40s for most of us. Some of us in the Mohawk Valley still hanging on to low 50s. Very isolated. Most of us have dipped down to at least the mid to upper 40s. Dry and clear in downtown Utica and cooling off very quickly. Griffiths and Rome down to 50 degrees with clear skies. Calm winds and a low dew point. It's a perfect recipe for very cold temperatures to develop. Tomorrow we're expecting beautiful conditions. It's going to be even warmer than it was today and equally as sunny. Coming up, we're going to break down, we're tracking the return of something we haven't seen in quite some time around here. It's called rain, and we're going to break that all down coming right up. Ben?
I was kind of worried you were going to say snow. I'm not going to lie. I was very worried for a minute. Thank you very much, James. The 5th annual Frankfurt Harbor Fest took place today.
And is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Saturday evening, We're working into Sunday morning, and as we head into Sunday morning, we're going to be experiencing cold, chilly temperatures for this time of year yet again, but we're not going to see the widespread frost and freeze we did last night. Take a look at downtown Utica, where things are dry and calm, but chilly, not as chilly as they are across the North Country, and we're going to show a breakdown of locations, because it's a quite variance in temperature tonight. Rome, 50 degrees with clear skies. Lows at Rome are going to be in the mid to upper 40s. East wind at 6 miles per hour. We're going to see breezy conditions continue to build overnight. By tomorrow, things will be quite breezy. Seeing the dew point all the way down at 35 degrees indicates very dry air in place. And it also indicates that it's going to allow this temperature to drop much easier than it normally would if it were a little bit more moist outside. We're tracking warm days with chilly nights, chilly mornings followed by warm afternoons. A lighter frost tonight than last night, a light frost for the North Country, and we'll show who's most likely to see that. Then light rainfall, yes, makes its return. It is possible light rainfall is going to finally make its return Monday evening and Tuesday. Your current weather alerts, freeze warning in effect for Hamilton County. Some areas have already gone below freezing across the North Country, but not all, so they're still issuing these advisories. Freeze warning for Hamilton County, frost watch for Northern Herkimer, frost watch for Lewis County, and those areas across the North Country will see areas dip into the upper 20s to low 30s, slightly warmer than the previous night, as indicated by our frost risk map, which last night was completely covered in blues and pinks. Tonight, we're just seeing a little bit of blue in southeastern Herkimer County, Hamilton County, where that freeze risk is issued, as well as a little blue showing up across northern Herkimer County. In those locations, we'll see the coolest temperatures. High pressure continues to control even the second half of our weekend, but our attention begins to turn to these weak areas of low pressure back to the west that are going to continue to work eastward and begin to bring us showers by the second half of Monday. We finally get a return to wet weather, and fortunately, we're not going to be doing it with the expense of giving away relatively comfortable temperatures. Temperatures for the upcoming week settle into the low to mid 70s for the entirety of the upcoming week, and that sets the stage for more to come. The end of September into the first week of October continues to favor above average temperatures. We still look to see a higher probability than average for high temperatures to be above average. Your fall foliage report, which with warm temperatures creates good opportunity for leaf peeping. We're over to the midpoint across Old Forge and into the northern Adirondacks. Everywhere else north of the Mohawk Valley, already over to some color. Also seeing plenty of color across areas south of Route 20, in particular as you get closer to the Catskills. Dry weather continues on your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, and it will continue through the end of the weekend and even into the beginning of next week. Tomorrow, we're tracking some winds. It's going to be a tad breezy tomorrow. Winds are going to be about 10 to 15 miles per hour, light winds. Tonight, chilly conditions, lows in the low 40s for Utica and Rome. Chillier conditions across the North Country. We warm up very quickly tomorrow morning, though, all the way through the 50s into the 60s. Tomorrow afternoon, we climb into the low to mid 70s with plenty of sunshine. Your 7-day forecast. Rain makes its return to the forecast on Monday and Tuesday. We start fall with warm weather, but showers make their return for Monday, Tuesday, and Friday.